So the approach of impactful voices is very important because there is the impactful women voices pillar that is focused on the empowerment of women, but it also includes men in the conversation. So it's very diverse. Sometimes we tend to think that when it comes to women's empowerment, there are enough initiatives. I'd say that not at all, because there is a lot of noise, a lot of initiatives that are out there that don't really move the needle forward. And Impactful Women Voices is really looking to be the leading organization in Poland, collaborating with us, Women Choice, but with other meaningful initiatives like ILFO, International Leaders Forum. So really looking forward to seeing how it gets, and I'm very proud to be part of it. Well, the location is amazing and very symbolic. I mean, to launch at the Warsaw Stock Exchange places the initiative and all of us here as speakers at the level of the leading organization in the Warsaw and Poland economy. And I think it steps the tone of where does this initiative wants to be. If it is part of the economical leadership, then this is where we will be making the change, because without the private sector, we cannot, we can talk about things, we can have an ideology on how the world needs to be, but at the end of the day, money counts and the private sector has the right influence to make the change. So our international experience in Europe, Africa, US, and Asia gives us the ability to work internationally. So we're not afraid into entering a new market like Poland. But my way of doing it is also to have the agility to adapt to the new place and the new market. So partnering with someone like Beata Monka, who is at the forefront of the economic conversations, allows us to not come in blindly, but to also have the perspective of someone who is part of the business world here in Poland. So my advice to companies that want to partner with us is to feel free to have a conversation with us, because we do come with the international best practices of what has worked, what didn't work. So a conversation with us, is a free advisory, and it's a great, genuine exchange. And we're here to also listen to what are the needs, what has been done, not deconstruct the good initiative, but see how to take them to another level and to help these companies scale the impact they're doing when it comes to gender equality, women and youth empowerment. What we do at Women Choice, from mentorship, DEI initiatives, collaborations with the private sector, public, institutional, comes from 14 years of experience in trying to crack the code on what does it take to succeed impact? What does it take to have initiatives that are going to be sustainable, where we can measure the impact, but also it can groom a new culture and have an ecosystem around that initiative that will make it continue even without our presence. And my conclusion is that it needs to have the private sector and the governments and institutions collaborate together. And this is our strength. We know how to speak to each one of the stakeholders. We need to understand that the private sector has business goals, and we need to demonstrate that creating impact will grow, will help them achieve their business goals. It will not hurt their business. It will only improve it. So that's on one end. We also need to understand how their fiscal calendar works, and we need to have the patience to know how to collaborate with corporations. And on another end, when it comes to government also has a responsibility to create impact. And sometimes you find it that they don't, even though they're big stakeholders on one end, the international companies, on another end, the government, but most often they don't know how to collaborate together because everyone is focused on their own agenda and there is a lack of collaboration. And we come in as a leader that helps create that collaboration. Then comes the institutional, that is a little bit underseen. Sometimes, government has power, private sector has money, but for me, the institutional also has knowledge, and we bring them as expertise partners. So merging the three is what makes us unique at Women's Choice. And as I said, it didn't come overnight. It takes 10 years to be an overnight sensation, and this is where we are now. So it's what I just said. It's we look at the private sector as a financial partner. We look at the government as a partner that allows us to gain more influence in the market and more impact. Sometimes they connect us to a community of youth or community of women that they have access to. And we look at the institutional as an expertise partner, bringing more expertise and bringing also reach to communities.